The St. John's Bible comes to USF, women's basketball season is starting, and tips on how to prevent the cold and flu.
All this and more coming up next on College Week.
From the McDonald's Center on the campus of the University of Sioux Falls, this is College Week with Julia Iverson, Irene Samaniego, and Sports with Thomas Marshall.
Good morning, I'm Julia Iverson.
And I'm Irene Samaniego. Thanks for joining us.
So Irene, did you have a chance to see any presentations on the St. John's Bible?
I did. I actually had to make it for class on Tuesday. How about you?
Yeah, I saw 2 presentations. They were both very different and engaging. It was very exciting.
Well, tell us more about it.
The St. John's Bible is making its debut at the University of Sioux Falls this week. The 15-year project is the first handwritten illuminated Bible commissioned by a Benedict abbey in over 500 years. Tim Turns is the director of the St. John's Bible and is spending this week sharing the story behind the undertaking through various presentations at USF. This Bible is written and drawn entirely by hand using quills and paints and was put together by a team of scripture scholars, theologians, artists, and calligraphers. For more information on the St. John's Bible and the USF display, visit www.usiouxfalls.edu/SJB. Throughout
the months of November and December, students are invited to participate in several service opportunities in an effort to remember the reason for the season. The USF Student Nurses Association and campus ministers are heading up to the Operation Christmas Child project. To be involved, you can pack a shoebox filled with small gifts for either a boy or a girl. Label the box with a specific age group and giving $7 to help cover shifting costs. Boxes can be dropped off in the Science Center room 218 no later than November 22nd.
USF alumnus Priscilla Fox is one of the last one-room schoolhouse teachers in the U.S. Fox did not plan to teach in a one-room schoolhouse, but now says she can't see herself anywhere else. Sports Illustrated for Kids came to Union Elementary in Atkinson, Nebraska, to document daily life in the school. Sports Illustrated photographer Bill Frakes' mother taught in a one-house schoolroom for over 50 years. Frakes plans to compare his mother's experience to Fox's in an ebook or short film adaptation.
College Week, Kristen Vanderpool explores what the students can do to prevent the cold and flu this fall.
As the weather gets colder and the coughs get louder, it is important to be informed of what to do to prevent the cold and flu. University of Sioux Falls students tell College Week what they think students should do to prevent the cold and flu.
Well, typical students like me should probably wash their hands more and not share drinks and keep up the vitamin C intake, so drink a lot of orange juice.
I would wear lots and lots of layers to keep warm. I would drink lots of orange juice probably, try and eat as healthy as possible. If I felt like I was going to catch something, just try and fill myself up with medication to fight it all off.
Wash my hands regularly, don't wear dirty clothes, wear warm clothing when appropriate, drink lots of fluids, just normal things that humans should be doing.
Although all these students have a good grasp on how to try and prevent the symptoms of the cold and flu, there are other ways for prevention. Dr. Lon Keitlinger, who is the South Dakota State epidemiologist, tells College Week what students should do in order to stay healthy this winter.
The first thing for the influenza is get vaccinated, and I hope the college has opportunities for y'all to do that. The low price or free. That would be the best. That would protect you from getting sick. It would protect your roommate. It would protect other people in the classes you go to and those you encounter in the library and in the dormitory. Just good hygiene, especially good respiratory hygiene and good respiratory etiquette. And that means, if you are coughing, because we all get something, and we're not feverish, we're not sick, we're just coughy, or have a runny nose. Use the proper Kleenex and throw the dang thing away, and then wash your hands often, And washing your hands not only gets the stuff off you, then also, very important, is just leading a healthy lifestyle. Get plenty of sleep, and I know that's impossible when you're in college because, I don't know, people seem to want to stay up late and then they have to get up early. So get proper sleep, eat good food, nutritious food, get plenty of exercise, don't smoke, don't be drinking, just lead a good, healthy, clean lifestyle.
Stay healthy, Sioux Falls. With College Week, this is Kristen Vanderpaul.
With the semester halfway over, musical interest is starting to pick up around campus. College Week's Joey Russo talks to two bands who began their musical endeavors at USF about their future plans.
While some students are involved in band, choir, and other school-organized activities, others have opted to create their own musical groups and compose original music. Freshmen Donovan Miner and Seth Cordy have done just that.
Because it started a few weeks ago, where Seth sent me a text and he's like, "Hey, come down to the practice rooms and jet ski." And then I got down there and he's like, "Play me a song on your guitar." So I brought my guitar and I just played the song I've been working on for a few years. And within an hour, we had a piano part and a melody written, and that was really cool.
It's been fun, and I don't know where exactly this is going to go, but hopefully we go big.
That would be really cool. But it'd be kind of fun to record some demos and just kind of put them online and see where that goes.
Yeah.
40 have done just that. Junior Zach Dresch is also in a student band called The Disarmed.
We are kind of a grunge rock punk group. We started about 8 or 9 months ago, and we've had a really good response from the internet and the interwebs, working on stuff, and it's been great.
Have greatly influenced their playing style. As for future plans, The Disarmed want to record the rest of their material and play more shows in nearby areas. For USF College Week, I'm Joey Russo.
Coming up, we sit down with the new activities coordinator on campus.
Stay right there. So, Julia, do you know the new activities coordinator here on campus?
Yeah, I actually know Nathan really well. He's one of my good friends, and I'm really excited about the new activities he's going to bring to campus.
Well, I'm excited too, because USF graduate Nathan Slater has recently begun his new role as head of the campus activities. College Week, Emily Stahl has more on the story.
Nathan Schlatter is working to continue the tradition of USF activities. Schlatter believes campus activities are essential in fostering community.
9 out of 10 people that you ask what's one thing that they love about USF, they're going to say the community. And personally, I think activities holds a big part of that reason for the community being such a big reason as to why they love USF. And I think that comes out of activities. Not necessarily that activities are the reason, but activities spark that initiative to then create a tight-knit community between students, creating friendships and bonds. I know that it definitely did that for me when I was a student here.
Schlatter already has a wide variety of events coming up for students to look forward to.
On November 8th, we have the Pac-Man tournament, which is a classic. Can't really get rid of that. And after that, we have Thanksgiving, or Thankfulness Week. So leading up to Thanksgiving, we'll have a thankfulness tree up by the calf, and just really taking time to be thankful for the things that we have, so that'll be fun.
Schlatter is excited about his role and being able to make campus life everything the students want it to be.
Make it not just necessarily about what activities I can come up with, but helping students come up with activities and make those happen. That's what I'm excited for.
For College Week, I'm Emily Stahl.
Through the University of Sioux Falls School of Business, brothers Derek and Cody Thompson gained versatile skills and real-world experiences, which today enable them to run their own business. The Thompsons own and operate Sun Gold Sports in their hometown of Mitchell, South Dakota, that specializes in everything from screen printing and embroidery to custom engraving on trophies, medals, and plaques.
The USF Theater Department will be performing the Broadway favorite, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, beginning next weekend. The musical is a delightful satire of corporate life and office politics, packed with memorable songs and dancing. Performances run from November 15th through the 17th and November 22nd through the 24th. For showtimes and ticket prices, contact Julia Owens at julia.owens@usufalls.edu or call 605-331-6637.
The first snowfall of the year also means that basketball season is upon. College Week's Jaden Buchelman caught up with senior basketball player Laura Johnson to find out what USF fans can expect from the women's team this season.
I'm sitting down with Laura Johnson, who's a senior on this year's women's basketball team, and she's been playing with the Cougars for 4 years now. So thanks, Laura, for sitting down with us today.
You're very welcome, Jaden.
So tell me about, the season's just starting with practice and stuff, so tell me what practice has been looking like so far for you girls.
It's been kind of rough at the beginning. We had a lot of new girls coming in, so just implement the new things with them, and it's coming along really nicely, though. We've been going for like 3 weeks now, so it's come a long way, and I think we're looking really good.
So last year your record was 13-14, is that right? Okay, so what are you looking for this year? What are some goals that the team has as far as improving your record and just your overall game?
Last year we lost a lot of close games, and we fully expect to compete in every game this year and come out on top of a lot of them. We think we should be at the top of the conference this year.
And last year was also the first year in Division II. So talk about just what that transition looked like and how you think it will be in the second year here.
It was definitely a big transition last year. It was the big difference between NAIA and D2, I think, is the physicality and the size of the teams. Now that we're kind of used to that, I think that we'll be a lot better off this year. And we've done a lot of weight room training that will help us a lot too, so I think we're ready.
So Laura, you have definitely made a big impact, I guess, on this team. We hear about U.S. students a lot as one of the key players on the team. So tell me about just some of the goals that you have for yourself this season.
Yeah, I love our team this year. I think that for me, I just want to be the best leader that I can be this year for all the underclassmen, and not only on the court but off the court, and I just like to make it my best year yet.
So what are some of the highlights looking back on your past 4 years here of the basketball seasons?
Let's see. Freshman year, we were in the NAIA. We made it to the Elite Eight of the national tournament. So that's a big one. That was really fun. Let's see. Sophomore year, we won the Las Vegas tournament, which was awesome. And we got to go to Vegas. So that was great. Last year, it was kind of rough, but you know, it's always a fun season. Every year is fun, something different. But this year, I'm just really hoping that we can make it to the Nationals again and really make some noise.
So what game is the team most looking forward to this season?
Obviously, Augie. Everyone always says that. That'll be really fun and should be a lot closer than it was last year because they kind of crushed us. But not only that, but like Concordia and Mankato, those are the other top 2 schools in the NSIC, so those will be really fun games too.
Awesome. So it sounds like there's a lot to look forward to. And Laura, you and I are pretty good friends outside of this context. So you know that I played basketball in high school.
I did.
I'm wondering if we were to play a quick pickup game one-on-one, if you think you'd beat me pretty solidly or not.
Wow. You know, I've never seen you play, but I think I can beat you.
Should we try it?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, let's hit the court.
Okay.
like Laura's the better player, definitely on the basketball team for a reason, and I'm not.
Our first game is November 15th at 7 p.m. in the Stewart Center. Be there.
Coming up next is Java Talk with Donovan Miner.
We'll be right back.
Hi, and welcome to Java Talk. I'm Donovan Miner, and I'm here in Java City, the coffee shop on the campus of University of Sioux Falls. I'm here today with Joe Obermueller, the new theater director here at USF. How are you doing today, Joe?
Excellent. Thanks very much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So you are here from Virginia, correct?
That's right. Just recently moved here with my wife and daughter from Richmond, Virginia.
What brought you to Sioux Falls?
This very campus brought us to Sioux Falls. I was looking for a smaller Christian liberal arts school, and University of Sioux Falls was hiring the position that I was seeking, so here we are.
And you've been around other places in the country too as well, correct?
Sure, yes. We were in Orlando, Florida prior to Richmond, and then I was in New York City prior to that, and California prior to that, and grew up in Wyoming actually, so this isn't totally foreign territory for me.
Oh, okay. What are your plans for the theater department, or what do you hope to achieve in your time here?
Well, quite a few things, and it takes some time to do all of the things that I'd like to do, but I think that University of Sioux Falls Theater Department is poised in this community to do a lot of things, not only with our students here, but also with members of the community, and I'd love to see our facilities bring more people in from the community of Sioux Falls and from South Dakota. There's a lot of different theater techniques that I like to use that involve non-theater people, so that theater can be accessed by a variety of people, not just actors and performers and people who would call themselves theater people, but for everybody. And so to teach our students how to engage different communities in the work of theater, and just to show the power of what this work can do to a variety of different people is important to me.
And you mentioned before that you want those involved in the theater to do more than just perform, to learn the technical aspects of theater as well.
Right, right.
How important is that if they plan to continue with theater outside of college?
It's very important, because for every one acting job, there are 10 technical jobs. So if students learn how to do the behind-the-scenes duties and do them well, you'll work wherever you want. People are hiring for that all the time. If you want to teach, people are hiring technical directors all the time. So it's a very important skill to have, to learn how to build, to learn how to design, how to stage manage, how to run lights, how to run sound. All of those things are very important. And frankly, productions can't happen without those people who are running those things. And the technical side of performance is just as much of a performance as the onstage portion of the show. So I view it as equally as important as what the actors do on stage.
So the fall musical is coming up. Opening night is a week from tomorrow, correct?
That is correct.
How is it going so far?
Great. It's a big musical, and we've got 25 members in the cast, and we're really working hard, and the cast members are there and they're committed and having fun, and I think it's really going to pay off when we have opening night. I think people are really going to enjoy it.
And when are the performance dates, and how much are tickets, and how could we purchase tickets before the show?
Well, we run Friday, Saturday nights at 7:30, and then Sunday matinees at 2, and we're doing that for 2 weekends. So we open on the 15th, and then the weekend of the 22nd as well. And you get tickets just by calling the box office or stopping by, and USF students can get tickets for free, as well as USF faculty. So no excuse not to come.
And what is the musical this year?
It's called How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. It's a musical about a young man who is a window washer at a large corporation called the Worldwide Wicket Corporation, and he obtains a book called How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. And based on the advice given in that book, he manages to rise to the top of this corporation in a remarkable amount of time just by following some interesting advice from the book.
Well, it sounds like a fun one, and I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to see it too, and just so everybody knows,
I'm actually in it.
Donovan Miner is actually in the musical, so it's excellent to see his work and the rest of the students, and and really looking forward to it.
Yes. Well, thank you, Joe, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Coming up next is sports with Tyler Marshall. This has been Java Talk with Donovan Miner.
And now I look at sports with Thomas Marshall.
So Thomas, we've got another home game this Saturday.
Right.
How you feeling about that?
It's a bit bittersweet. It's the last home game as a senior, senior night. So the boys got to go out with a victory, and we're invited Mankato, the #1 team in the nation, to come right in. So we're expecting big things this weekend.
Awesome. Well, we'll be supporting you.
I hope
Good
so.
luck.
I hope so.
Good luck, Tommy.
The USF football team continues to struggle as they dropped a heartbreaker to Upper Iowa on Saturday night by a score of 30-28. The Cougars senior quarterback, Carrington Hanna, completed 34 of 50 passing attempts for 298 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a couple of picks. Matt Young will make an appearance as well, completing 2 for 2 for 81 yards and a tally. USF receiving corps was led by Wes Smith's 331 all-purpose yards, including 10 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown. Josh Angelo was right behind him with 12 catches and 124 yards. The Cougars, now 5-4 and 3-2 in the NSIC, have a tough opponent ahead of them as they return home on the #1 ranked Minnesota State this Saturday at the Bob Young Field. The USF women's soccer team concluded their season with a 4-2 loss to the Wayne State Wildcats. The Cougars ended the 2013 season with a 2-15 and 1 record, 2-12 in the NSIC record, as the Wildcats improved to 2-14 and 2-11 and 2 in the NSIC with the win. The match's first half all Wayne State, as the Wildcats would score 4 tallies, keeping USF off of Broad. In the 14th minute, USF senior Melissa Daughtery finally broke through the Cougars, scoring an unassisted goal from 25 yards out to notch her first career collegiate goal. Wayne State hammered the final nail in the coffin at the 81-minute mark with the Kelly Voigt shot off a Macy Hagan pass. Tion Webb wouldn't let the Cougars go down with the fight, scoring on a free kick that would clear the goalie's head. USF goalkeeper Corin Cook recorded 7 saves in 90 minutes, bumping her career total up to 181 in 2 years as a Cougar. USF finished the season as 15th place in the NSIC, 1 spot higher than they were ranked place in the preseason coaches poll. The USF women's volleyball team continues to roll as they defeated the St. Cloud Huskies on their home turf Saturday night in St. Cloud, Minnesota. The Cougars would take their match by a total of 3 sets of 2, 22-25, 25-12, 25-23, 20-25, and 25-12. The Cougars were led by junior Emily Johnson with 21 kills, 4 digs, 2 assistant blocks. Kate Hart was right behind her with collegiate 12 kills, 5 digs, and 3 assistant blocks. There was no question which defense played better, as the USF women dug 49 out of 139 St. Cloud attempts. The Cougars have led by a hot lately, winning back-to-back 5-set matches on the road. USF currently holds the final spot in the NSIC volleyball postseason tournament, with 4 more matches to go. The USF women will host University of Mary this Friday at 7 p.m. And that's a wrap with college sports. I'm Thomas Marshall.
Thank you, Thomas. So Donovan, what's next with Java Talk next week?
Next week, Eric Carlson will be interviewing Rachel Crowley, professor here at USF.
Wonderful. The librarian, is that right?
I think so.
Yes, awesome. Well, that wraps up another edition of USF College Week. I'm Julia Iverson.
And I'm Irene Samaniego. Have a great day.